All right, so how did I create this track? Well, let's start with the bass here. The bass. And it's pretty straightforward. I just have 2 tracks doing the same thing here. So let's look at the pattern first. Pretty simple. You got the 8th notes here hitting, and it's just 3 chords basically. And it just repeats the whole way through the whole song. So this is, I guess, more so maybe vintage Midnight. A lot of times they just kept the same chords and the same beat, the same kind of bass pattern all the way through. Obviously you can mix this up, but here's just one way you can kind of get away with creating some really great synthwave and not having to make things too complicated. And so we can hear this now. We'll just solo the bass. And then it's filtered here in the intro, where there's high frequencies in the chorus. And so for this sound, I'm actually using this bass here, Explorers, from Synth Control's free Midnight SERUM preset pack. He actually has 2 of these. These are really awesome. You can see all the different sounds in here. And so if you want to grab these for free, just go to orpheusaudioacademy.com/midnight. I'll also have this linked in the description below. And not only will you get these 2 awesome free SERUM preset packs full of awesome Midnight sounds, but you'll also get my free Synthwave sample pack, which has a whole bunch of awesome Synthwave drum and effects samples. So lots of goodies for you in the description, or go to orpheusaudioacademy.com/midnight. I'm using the, what bass am I using here? Bass Explorers. So, I don't know why it says Fire in the Sky. It's checked here, but this says Explorers up here. So this is meant to mimic the bass sound that the Midnight uses in their song Explorers. So if we solo this, that's a nice clicky bass sound there. And what I'm not sure if I tweaked this. I may have tweaked the envelope a little bit. I'm not sure. Maybe the filter a little bit. I just got some compression on here. And you're hearing some hiss. That's from my my bus. I'm just going to turn off my tape there just so that's not annoying. And we can hear things a little better. So here we go. So you can hear that compression's kind of bringing up some of those quiet parts a little bit. Then we got just some EQ here, bringing those higher frequencies out and then just low cutting the part we don't need. All right. And then finally, I'm adding some Tal chorus. This is really big for really making a cool synthwave 80s style sounding bass. So that makes it nice and wide. And then I'm layering this with another bass here. This is the bass Vampires from Synth Control's Midnight preset pack here. I think this is off. This is saying Explorers 1. So maybe it's Explorers 1 key. No, it's definitely not a key. It's definitely the bass. So this is like off by 1. I'm not sure why it's glitching like that. So this is the bass Vampires. So it's just a little darker sounding. And then I've just got some EQ on here. And I'm trying to use retro or more vintage plugins since that's what they had in the 80s. So if you want more of a retro sound, try to use plugins that are modeled off of analog equipment. And then on my bass bus here, I'm adding some saturation here. This is actually a free plugin. I really like this on bass, the Szechuan Saturator. So let me turn off all these. You can hear what this sounds like without and then with it in. Just makes it a little grittier, a little warmer. And then I've got some vintage EQ here. By the way, the VEQ3 by the Midnight is one of their favorite plugins. And I've seen them use this a lot in their tutorials. So right now we're just boosting at 220 just by 1.5 dB. and then just again compensating there, and then also high passing up to 50. So we're really cutting off those super low ends, because you didn't really have that so much in 80s music. And then I'm turning analog on. Pretty much all these plugins I'm turning on the analog and the grit, just adding some dirty retro sound to all these different tracks, because when you're working in the box and digital synths and all digital sounds, it's going to sound maybe a little bit too sterile. So adding all this grime and saturation is going to help it sound a lot more vintage and retro. And then I had the Studio Rack tool here. This is just a plugin that lets you like combine different plugins. So I've got like one knob filter, so that I can filter this. You can see the filter going on here. And then I have smack attack on here. So I can adjust the attack and the sustain of this overall. And then I've just got a high pass here. So if you look at the macros here, so if I want to increase the sustain or the attack, and then I'm also automating the low cut here, instead of just having a huge rack of plugins here, I just kind of put them into one rack here. Studio Rack, by the way, I did a full tutorial on Studio Rack. You can check that out in the description below. So we'll hear what this is doing. So I'm kind of boosting the attack a bit. That's pretty cool, and that might be something even you could potentially automate, over time. Maybe your verses, you have less sustain, and then as it increases in energy to your choruses, you increase that sustain. And then of course I'm also automating the high cut and the low cut, but I'll cover that a little bit later. And then lastly, I just have this TDR Nova on here, just doing some multi-band compression and EQ. So I'm kind of trying to tame and control those low mids. But then also trying to boost between 1 and 2K so we can kind of have it cut through the dense mix, adding a little bit of a high shelf. So that is the bass, and then like I said, it's just the same pattern all the way through the whole thing. Pretty simple. Be sure to download my free Synthwave sample pack in the description. Not only does this contain over 100 80s drum and effects samples, but it also includes my Synthwave sound design cookbook, which includes step-by-step recipes for creating your own Synthwave sounds, and it includes my Synthwave mixing cheat sheet, which breaks down specific mixing techniques you can use to get that retro Synthwave sound every single time. Again, this is all free in the description below, or you can go to orpheusaudioacademy.com/starter pack. If you found this video helpful, be sure to blow up that like button like you're Luke Skywalker attacking the Death Star. And if you want more help creating Synthwave music, be sure to click the video playing on the screen right now, as this includes my full in-depth tutorial on creating a Synthwave song from start to finish. With that, have an awesome day and keep creating.